but it looks so fake. Hey friends, Katie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I am happy to be back filming, which hasn't happened in a very long time. Like, haven't filmed since like a real sit down, like chatty, me in front of the camera, me not doing a voiceover or just overlaying music in a long time, like a few months, which I am ready to create and thrive, and it's just gonna be a good day. So I thought I would do like a good old chatty, get ready of me, because who doesn't love that and stuff. I got my handy dandy makeup bag. It's all packed and that kind of stuff, and I'm filming so many videos today and I'm just super excited and I love that. But yeah, we're gonna do a chatty get rid of me. I'm gonna kind of talk about my New York City trip, which was a couple weeks ago that you would have saw that video. Love that video. I'll link it down below because it's amazing. I love it and I'm being so weird and I can't handle myself sometimes, so let's just get right into it. And by the way, I've been loving, like, I did my makeup yesterday before class because I was leaving right after class, so I was like, okay, I'll do my makeup because I have a lot to do today and places to go, people to see. So I was like, I will do that today. I will actually make myself look presentable. And I have been thriving with my base routine recently. I really love it. So yeah, I'm going through the time of the month where I break out, so that's fun. I love that. Sometimes when I break out, I'm like, man, I really miss not breaking out when I was on Accutane, and I wouldn't break out because obviously, like, you don't, because you're taking hardcore, I want to say drugs, but that also sounds so wrong, but it's a drug, it's a medication, whatever, you know what I mean. Prescription only. For primer, I usually just use the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, and then I put my oils in it. I usually put in tea tree because it really just helps, especially under stuff. And today I did a couple different toners and stuff. She'll get back to normal. It's cool, it's fine. And also on camera, it always looks way worse than it does in person. I know I always say that, but this isn't even bad. Like, it could be a lot worse. That's what I always tell myself. It could be a lot worse, you know? Now I'm just gonna use the Tula skincare face filter blurring primer thing that I got as a birthday gift a couple of months ago. Get used to my last Chit Chat video, but I don't use this a lot, but I'm just trying to use it up. And I feel like yesterday maybe my skin looked just so blurred and I really liked that, so figured I would do it again. And also I feel like just over pimples, it's like good, like it kind of just blurs that. It kind of just makes everything like be okay. I don't know what I'm saying. Literally kind of like this to sit for a second. I feel like sometimes when you put makeup over makeup, it gets a little insane and I need to situate myself. I need to find my brush. I need to do a lot of things. These brushes also need to be washed, so there's that. So I've been loving the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula. It's the only foundation I've been using for months. It's just like a perfect match, like tone wise for me, and it's also just super amazing. I really like it. I kind of wish it was a pump rather than a like spatula or a dofa, whatever you want to call this, but this also works too because I can just spread it on my face and then blend it. I like a pump, but I also don't sometimes. It's kind of weird. So yeah, I usually put like a good layer on. I can always add to it, which is what I always like about it. It's very buildable. It's like a healthy foundation, but you can also like add to it and you can kind of like counteract everything, and it has pretty good coverage for being a healthy foundation. And then I take this It Cosmetics It Brushes for Ulta. This is their Airbrush Flawless Complexion. It is their 132 brush. This is my favorite brush. This just blends this out. Like when it says the airbrushes, it does it. I really like it. It's just so amazing. And I do have like a everyday makeup routine up on my channel, or at least I want to have my full one up soon. I haven't been wearing makeup, like I haven't worn makeup every day in like months, but I love this, love that, you know? Like I've just been loving this like base routine. It's like so good and it makes my skin look so good. I'm living for it. And this brush, I try to stipple, but like this really does airbrush your skin. It literally filters your skin, which I love. And yes. Okay, so my favorite concealer recently has been the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I have the lightest shade, so I feel like it balances this foundation out well, even though I feel like this is like the perfect shade match for me. But it just really brightens everything, and I really like just the look, and it feels super like nice on the skin, which I like. And I like to also put it down like my nose. The only thing I will say is sometimes like the concealer gets caked on the top, so I kind of just like to go like that to it. Yeah, so I'll put it on my chin, my cupid's bow, down my nose, under my eyes, on my eyelids to prime, even though I'll probably end up using an eyeshadow primer. And then I just blend this. I don't do them center my forehead, especially when I'm having like an issue up there, but if I wasn't, I might. I don't know. So I'm just going to blend all this. And yeah, this concealer is probably the most brightening thing I've ever seen. I just love my skin in the mirror right now, like in my big mirror. It's always where I look when I do my makeup, mostly my face makeup, just because I want to see what the accurate representation. I feel like that's the mirror gives it to me and stuff, and loving it. Okay, so I'm gonna stop doing a tutorial side of it for a bit. I'm gonna say I'm gonna set with the e.l.f. powder and also the Emani powder, because this one I like for my face and eyelids, and this one I like for my under eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about my New York City trip, and you might be like, Katie, you are insane. But I did make like I made an outline of it on my laptop because I wanted to remember everything that I did, and I want to I didn't want to forget anything, okay? Because I kind of have a memory of like a goldfish sometimes, but actually, okay, I need to blend this better because it was looking like a mess. Okay, so my trip is like literally, by the time you're seeing this, probably long gone. I mean, it already is long gone, but it'll be especially long gone when I'm talking about it. But it was at the end of October, and so we left on a Saturday. We took the train from where I live, which is more upstate northern New York, and we left at 5 a.m. or I think we woke up at like 5:30. No, we woke up at like 5:30. I can't remember. This was like a month ago. It doesn't really matter what time I left, and we had to get there at like 6 something because I think our train was supposed to leave at 7, and the train station we're going out of was very small because like we're in like northern New York. We're up in New York basically, so we're not like anywhere near New York City. It's like 3 or 4 hours from where I live, so we had to wake up pretty early, and our train had like I think 3 or 4 stops, 5 or 6 stops and stuff, and I feel like that's just why we had to leave so early, because we were the first stop, which is good because we got to sit where we got to sit, like we had good options for seating and stuff, because obviously it's not like you have assigned seats like a plane. You kind of sit wherever you want. And we met these ladies when we were there, and they said, yeah, you should sit on, I think it is the right when you're going in, because you can see the city when you get in. You can see more, and just in general you could see more when you're traveling. And when you're on a train or an airplane or anything, you mostly want to be looking out the window. I mean, maybe not on a plane, but on a train, more like you want to be looking out the window more than usual. So we were like, oh, thanks for the tip, that's cool and stuff. So that's what we did. And so yeah, we didn't end up getting into New York City until 12:50, 1 o'clock. It was actually I don't know how to word this funny, because so we're on the train. I felt like I was in a movie at this point, because they were like, attention, is anybody on board a doctor or a nurse or an EMT? And I'm just like, oh my god, I feel like I'm in a TV show. Somebody is about to die on this train. In all seriousness, the person is okay and everything. They said, yeah, they were okay. We dropped them off at the stop. The paramedics were able to meet them there, and they were okay. I guess they were having trouble breathing or something like that. Just terrible. But I just felt like I was in the night shift or some type of medical show. I felt like I was in a TV show or a movie. It was the weirdest thing ever. Going there on the train, I was so excited to take a train because I'd never taken one. I'm 24, never been on a train. That's weird. And I was super excited about that aspect of it. I was so excited for that. And I never had been on them. There was a lot of turbulence. I had to hold my laptop. I had to literally hold it like this as I'm on the train, because there was so much turbulence. It was insane. Like, it was so insane. And so yeah, we got in there at like 12:50, 1 o'clock, and we first got out on the street and it was insane. Like, I loved like just hearing so much noise. Like, it was like so amusing to me. I was just like, whoa, we're actually here. Like, I don't even remember my first thoughts, but I feel like I was just like, whoa, this isn't like a fictitious place. Like, I'm actually here. And like, when we first got on the street, we're just standing there. So I got like really anxious, and especially being in a place like that, just standing there, because people tell you when you're there, like, have your purse under your person, which I think at that point I had my purse in my backpack, and people say be careful and everything, like you could get like pickpocketed or robbed, and you're just paranoid when you first get there. But like, I just felt like I was doing nothing, so I got really anxious when we first got in. So we found like our hotel room, we walked there, and I kind of was super anxious. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore or whatever, but we chilled out for like a little bit, just a little bit of time, and I kind of calmed down. I kind of like came to my senses and be like, Katie, you're fine, you're gonna have a good time. And then we walked around. First thing I think we did is we walked to Times Square, and a little sidetrack, the hotel we stayed at was like pretty good. I did enjoy it. It was called Evans Hotel. It was like more of a health type hotel, which I really liked. Like, they had healthy food there, which I wasn't really going on like a trip for to eat healthy, but it was a good hotel. So definitely recommend if you need a hotel that's like in Manhattan, that's like, it's a good hotel. Definitely recommend and everything. And when people ask like, where are you staying, I said, oh, we're staying in Times Square. They probably were like, really? Are you dumb? Because like, we weren't staying in Times Square. I mean, I know there are hotels I think near Times Square, but we weren't there, you know? But whatever, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the first thing we did is we walked to Times Square. And I remember when we got to Times Square, and I actually think we were walking towards Times Square, but then we ended up stopping at this diner, which I feel like is very popular. It's called the Stardust Diner. The diner where they basically perform and stuff. Like, the waitresses and waiters, they like perform, which was so amazing. Like, just like, the food was pretty good, but like, I feel like the main reason you go there is for the entertainment, and it was so good. Like, definitely would recommend. It's not like a place I would go back to, but it was definitely like cool to like do and stuff like that. Like, it was a cool like first attraction, you know what I mean? And then after that we walked towards Times Square, and walking through Times Square I was like, whoa, this like looks like fake. Like, it looks like a legit, like, it looks like I'm on like a set of like a movie or something like that. Like, it looks like a set. Like, it just looks so like, it was so bright and beautiful, but it looked so fake. Like, it looked very fake. Like, that's like how I would describe it, is that it looked like super fake, and just, it looked like it didn't look real. Like, I didn't feel like I was in Times Square. Like, I knew I was in Times Square, and I liked it. Like, obviously I liked it. I loved it. Like, I would honestly go back to Times Square. I don't know if my mom, if I went and traveled with her again, if she would agree on that, but I would. Like, I loved it. Like, just the whole, like, it looks so like not real. Like, it felt so unreal. It just didn't seem like I was there. You know what I mean? Like, it just didn't seem like it was just so bright, and it just looked like so fake. Like, every inch and every step I took on Times Square, I was just like, this isn't real. Like, this looks so fake. It looks like a movie set. Like, I feel like I'm just on a movie set, and just, yeah, this is that. It was so beautiful and stuff, and it was just the greatest. And then after that, we ended up, I think we went into the Sephora on Times Square, went to an Old Navy on Times Square. Just the Sephora in Times Square was literally like the weirdest experience ever. Like, it was so big. It was like, and just they had so many brands. Like, it was so amazing. Like, I was so amazed with just the whole layout, and just walking around the whole store, seeing everything they had. I was like, whoa, we are not in upstate central whatever New York. I got the Carli Bible palette, sidetrack, and I love it. A lot of people said that they like weren't like, don't get it, but I was just like, neat. It's so beautiful. But anyways, it's beautiful. The masterpiece. I love it. And I love Carli Bible. Like, seriously, I have like almost all her collaborations. I panned one of her palettes, but I have like almost everything besides like jewelry and like I think maybe a couple things, but I have like a lot of her collaborations, so love that. But anyways, back to my storying. So we went a couple stores and then it ended up being time to go to Lion King, and I've always wanted to see Lion King like in musical form. Like it's just something that I've always wanted to do. I wanted to see the one in like my city because I've always wanted to see it. It wasn't like I wanted to wait to see it on Broadway. I just have always wanted to see it in general. So yeah, I was so excited about that. It was just like one of those things. And Lion King is a show that I really, really like. Like, it's just like something where I'm just like, I really want to see that. So we booked that like in advance and everything. And I have like I obviously have like a whole video on this. So you can see this in montage style. But I'm just talking through the whole trip because it's just a trip I will never forget. It was a really good trip, and it's just something that I want to talk through because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's more interesting just hearing me talk about it, because I feel like you can see it visually in a video, but you just don't know like the vibe, how it felt, that kind of stuff. So I really liked it, and the show was phenomenal and everything. And I remember, even though it was like a month ago, I feel like it's something you will never forget. It was my first Broadway show. It was so amazing. Kids in it were so cute, and I just really liked it, and the story and just the way it was told, it was really good. It was great. Then after the show, we ended up going back to the hotel, which was a bit of a walk, but it was great. And we went to bed. Oh my god, the shower in my hotel, like I think I showed it on Instagram stories, but it was beautiful. It was nice. I don't know what other to say than it was nice. Like, it was nice. And then the next day, we didn't wake up as early as we thought we would. Like, it was like, okay, we need to wake up at 7 in the morning and do all this stuff, because you can go to New York for a couple days and you will not do it. You can go to New York 10 times and not even see like half of the city. Like, it's just so big. Like, it's bigger than you expect it. Like, I'm like going to Buffalo, New York and like seeing everything in a day. Like, it's just, I've been to Buffalo before, and like I went there once when I was 17, and I feel like, okay, I've been to Buffalo, I can say that, because I'm one of those people where I could like have a layover somewhere, but it's like I've never visited there, because you haven't visited somewhere unless you've been there for at least, you've slept overnight there. But yeah, and then so yeah, the next day we wanted to go to Ground Zero and stuff like that, and so we asked people at hotel like what was the best way to get there, and I told my mom, I was like, I guarantee you they will be like the subway. And I was like, I don't really desire to go on the subway. Like, I'm just suburban girl here. That's just not it's just not, I don't know about that. But they did say the subway, like I thought. And yeah, so we took the subway. It was fine. We had to have somebody, like, what I hated is they're like in their train stations and subways, there was like nobody like there to be like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a suburban person. Don't know what is going on. But there was some lady that was like a tour guide for somebody else, and she ended up helping us out. We didn't know how to get our subway card, and the funniest thing was, so you swipe it and you walk through. So my mom did hers first, and then she starts walking. I'm like, Mom, you do realize you have to swipe it more than once to be able to get through? And my mom's like, really? I'm like, yeah, obviously I'm not through yet. And so we did that, and it was so like, I don't know, anxious for me for these kind of things. I really can't stand heights. And just like the thought of, like, I've seen too many TV shows where somebody falls off and gets hit by a train, like, because that would literally happen. Yeah, my brain went there. Seriously did. Because if you know me, you know my brain would go to the worst case scenario. Yeah, it was fine. We ended up getting there fine. And so we bought like one of those things off the streets. You can go, we're just gonna see the outside of Ground Zero, but they like convinced us to go to the museum and then the observatory, which is super amazing. It was so beautiful and stuff. And it was good because in the observatory you could see like the whole city, like you could see it like outside of there, which is cool. Like you could see the Statue of Liberty and stuff like that, and the Brooklyn Bridge and stuff like that. And we didn't get to go up close to the Statue of Liberty because when we went, I think one day it rained, so it was a little like we weren't able to do that. But if we go back again, I would definitely like to see that and stuff, just because that's just like a monumental thing to see in New York City, I feel like. So I definitely like to do that if we go again, which we are. I don't know why I'm saying if. when? And then we got pizza, and the pizza we got was just like, I forget what it was, but it was just like your average pizza. It was New York pizza, but it wasn't like, I don't know how to explain that. I liked the pizza at home better, which is kind of weird. Like, you think going to New York City, you'd be like, whoa, I really like this, but nope. We have to definitely try like more. Like, I have to look up more reviews on like a pizza place next time we go, because it wasn't like, it was kind of just but we got pizza and then we went back to our hotel and stuff. My mom and I were sitting in the hotel and my mom's like, I think I'm gonna go see The Waitress, which I really wanted to see The Waitress, but I just didn't say anything. After like the first Broadway show, I was like, I really want to see another. Like, I really just want to see The Waitress. Like, I like wanted to see it, and this is when Jordan Sparks was doing The Waitress, which she was phenomenal. That was probably my highlight of the whole trip, was seeing her on Broadway, because I watched her when she was on American Idol like years and years ago, and I was like, oh my god, I watched you on American Idol and you're like right here. We didn't like, after a lot of people go to the stage doors to meet them, but I didn't do that. Like, we didn't do that because like it was late by the time we got out of the show. It was like 10-11 o'clock. Like, but like there was such a phenomenal show, and just seeing her like 20 feet in front of my eyes, I was just like, yes, like I'm living. And just side note, I'm really loving this color. Like, it looks like gold in the pan, but it's coming off as like a golden champagne, which I'm living for. It's honestly more champagne than a gold, which I love. And yeah, so we saw that. It was phenomenal. I have like no words to describe it because it was literally that good. It was so phenomenal. I'm living. But yeah, we did that, and then we ate at Buffalo Wild Wings, which we don't have one at home anymore, and it was just like right across the street, so it was kind of just like meant to be, you know? Then we went home, meaning the hotel, and we went to bed and stuff. And then on Monday, because we were there from Saturday to Monday, so on Monday we ate breakfast in the hotel, which we did that on Saturday too and stuff. And then we walked around and stuff, and yeah, we had our fair encounter with people that day, because obviously Monday people are commuting to work and stuff. It's not like a weekend, and it was definitely more crowded that day, but it's cool, it's fine. So actually that day we went to this place. It's like a shopping center, has places to eat. It was called The Vessel. I definitely recommend going to it. It has like this structure. It's a little beautiful. You can walk up, but we didn't do that, but it's really cool. It's pretty close to our hotel, which was nice. And yeah, it was honestly gorgeous. Like, seriously, is this eyeshadow? No, more gorgeous. It was so pretty. Just even seeing it, standing in front of it and taking pictures, it was so, honestly, so beautiful. And so we went there, went in the shopping center. I bought this palette at that, and like I kept the receipt in my email. I was like, yeah, I bought this in New York, like, because I was like, I can't delete this. Like, I just have to have that memory in my email forever that I bought this in New York. Like, actually, like, I'm just so weird like that. And yeah, that was basically the highlight of my trip. This is my whole trip highlighted in a video for you, and I'm literally recording for so long right now. And I'm like, this is probably gonna be the longest video of my life, so that's cool, that's fine. Love that for myself. But yeah, life right now, I'm just winding down the semester. I don't know if it's over right now. I mean, I'm kind of like having a semester. Like, this semester is just the craziest semester ever. Like, the most work in a semester. Like, I just can't. Like, it's literally insane. Like, one class, same professor for 2 classes, gives us like 6 hours of homework per class, 12 hours a day. Doesn't even post the homework after class, so I can't even do it on my break. But yeah, side note, not going to talk about life, but I have this to try out. I'm super excited. This is from Tarte. This is the Tarte Snow Kissed Prize and Peppermint Mocha. So I think this is Snow Kissed. Prize is the middle one, and then Peppermint Mocha. I think that's how it goes. I'm pretty sure. And this is the coolest thing ever. You just take it and you go like this. And oh my god, I love stuff like this. And this is, love that. That might be too much. Gives me a little bit on my face. Do a little bit on the sides. But yeah, I'm loving my makeup today. And I'm gonna use the blush. See, it's a powder. See, I was thinking it was more cream, but I guess it's a powder. That's cool. I really want to try like more cream products, because I feel like I don't. And I just want to. I'm gonna try the blush, which is Prize. more pinky than I typically like. Like, it's not a super pink, which I really like. It's kind of like, it's a happy pink. I don't know. And then I want to try the highlight, but I also like don't. Oh, that'd be a pretty inner corner highlight. Let's see how it looks like alone. I like it. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, never mind. I will use this today. I'm so bipolar sometimes with my makeup. Is that like a bad thing to say? I am though. It's either this or that. All I have to do is my lips and then like my mascara, which I'll probably do my mascara off camera because then brows, I'm probably gonna get them done today because if you couldn't tell, they look ferocious. Ferocious? I don't know what that word is, but yeah, I'm gonna do that off camera real quick and then I'll be right back. We'll do my lips, we'll end, we'll be okay. Okay, I kind of had a crisis because I was like, when I blinked, I got like mascara on my lower lash line, which I don't usually like. But I was like, for now, it's just gonna have to do, but I'm gonna put on my Bite Beauty Sugarcane lipstick, which is like a pinky nude. It's like a pink, but like in the nude family, but not a nude. I don't know how to explain. That's what I'm feeling today. I'm loving this look though. Like, it's honestly my favorite thing of life right now. Like, that's insane. I'm gonna take my hair down. I kind of have to like do something because my hair looks just like nah. Love that. Could do like a half a bun. That'd be cute. I don't know. We're just gonna flip her. But yeah, I feel like I look a lot less scary than I did in the beginning. In the beginning, I was just like, Katie, what is your makeup? What is your natural face? I love myself, but like that, it was scary. Gotta put some setting spray on though. Almost forgot the best part. This smells so good too. Now I'm really feeling myself. Like, I'm like, ooh. Love that. But anyways, this is my makeup for today. I really love it. To use the Carli Bible palette, it's my favorite. I'm definitely planning on doing tutorials with it very soon, but this is like, I know I didn't talk through this, so if you want like an actual like explanation of this look, let me know. Loving how glowy I am today. Just gotta glow up. Needed that vibe in my life. But I hope you enjoyed this chatty video. I feel like I did a pretty good job at chatting. Pat myself on my back because nobody else is here to do that. Cooper's kind of doing his own thing. Have a great day. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I post videos every single Friday unless I decide to post more, I guess is a good way to put it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, probably already. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can actually get notified because YouTube likes to do its own thing and kind of just not always notify people. So do that, and be sure to follow me on all my socials. They'll all be linked down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, night, any time of the day when you're watching this. Who knows when that is, honestly. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.